Hi guys, and welcome back to CashBright, your guide to investing in an ever-increasingly uncertain financial world. So financial independence is talked about by some as being something unattainable, and that to try and achieve it is a foolish use of your time and energy. Well, personally, I'm not surprised that this opinion predominates the discussion on financial independence, because for any unconventional and difficult thing in life, it will appear this way to people. Take, for example, any well-known entrepreneur, like Steve Jobs. His belief and ideas about computers were unorthodox to say the least, and were viewed with extreme skepticism by his peers. But Steve Jobs actually worked on making his ideas a reality, and prior to his untimely passing, his creativity was looked on as the shining light for all others to follow in the 21st century. What I'm getting at is the challenges we set ourselves are like a game that you can either master or abandon as soon as you hit that game over screen. You can either listen to those that say that you are wasting your time, or you can master the game of achieving financial independence. If you're anything like me, I believe the game is there to be mastered. And to that end, here are 3 factors which I believe are key for achieving financial independence. Number 1, difficulty level hard. The first thing to realize is that in entering this game, you have already selected the hardest difficulty setting. Like in any video game set on hard, during your own journey, you need to be prepared for successive mini failures and the feeling that financial independence is not worth trying to achieve. This is the point. If achieving it were easy, everyone would be financially independent, and the relative value of achieving it would be lost. Of course, truly good things are hard to achieve and therefore demand hard work. So do expect progress to be slow, incremental, and largely unsatisfying. Because when you play a video game on the hardest setting, your gratification really comes from simply moving through the game, knowing that you are doing something that takes a large amount of skill which is above that which most people are prepared to acquire themselves. Spending hours creating a well-balanced investment portfolio and saving all of your coin, to use a video game expression, demands a lot of your attention, and unless you are prepared for this, the game will always be your master, and never the other way around. Number 2, power up. Now, power-ups in games are nice little helps, but in the context of achieving financial independence, they can actually make a big difference. What I'm talking about is powering up your income and increasing your investment firepower. Think of it like this. If you struggle really hard to save $500 per month to invest in stocks, it's going to take you a long time for you to have enough invested to be able to slay the beast and claim your prize of financial independence. If you can somehow find a way to power up your investable income, perhaps through a better paid job or some side hustles such as print on demand, etc., your returns will be much higher, and by also reinvesting those returns, you can move towards your goal at a much faster pace. Let's think for a minute about the numbers here. $500 per month set aside for investment means that you can invest up to $6,000 per year in the stock market. If we assume a decent annual return of 10%, you would only make $600 for that year. Pretty poor if you think about it for all of that hard work. On the other hand, if you can find a way to power up your investments to say $1,500 per month, that would be $18,000 invested in the stock market for the year, equating to an annual return of $1,800. Reinvesting that money in more stocks can potentially push that return higher and higher, and move you ever closer towards your ultimate goal of financial independence. Number 3. Strategy and persistence. Ask any successful person what their secret is, and invariably you will hear the same answer. Have a winning strategy and be persistent. If you throw yourself into any game or endeavour without these two forms of ammunition, you are almost certain to fail. The broad strategy to achieving financial independence is pretty simple. Reduce your outgoings, save your money, invest, reinvest, and accumulate wealth up to the point that you become financially self-sufficient. But as always, the devil is in the detail. How much money should you save? How much can you afford to invest? Are you able to power up your investable income? Which stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, mutual funds should I invest in, etc.? There is no single strategy that is ever guaranteed to succeed, and your strategy will therefore also need to be flexible to accommodate economic shocks such as the coronavirus pandemic of 2020. Crucially, this also means that you will fail along the way, incur losses, and feel down, frustrated, and generally defeated. You might feel like you are just going round in circles or even going backwards, and you will want to abandon your goals altogether. This is why persistence is fundamental to the character of any successful person. Setbacks, failures, and roadblocks are, for the few that achieve financial independence, not seen as giant impassable mountains, but rather simply as potholes in the road. Yes, they slow you down. Yes, they make the ride uncomfortable. But if you can keep going, you will eventually get to where you want to go. So in conclusion, it's important not to be under any illusions here. Financial independence is a difficult game to play. But, like all games, it can be mastered, and the ultimate prize claimed through hard work, strategy, and persistence. Yes, there are obstacles that will stand in your way, but nothing in this life comes without its own challenges. I think it really comes down to a simple choice. Do I accept the life dictated to me by others? Or do I challenge the system under which I subsist and look to master its financial mechanisms for the benefit of myself and my family? I know which one I choose. How about you? Thanks for watching. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And until the next time, stay sharp, stay hungry, and stay cash bright.